Have you ever noticed how some highly successful leaders, those who seem to have it all, often struggle with serious health issues? Chronic pain, fatigue, obesity, even burnout and mental exhaustion. These are not only common in America, but have become a shared reality for those standing atop the ladder of success. Why is it that the more successful people become, the more they seem to lose touch with their health? And what was it that helped a wealthy merchant during the Buddha's time not only recover from illness, but also reach enlightenment? Let me take you on a meaningful journey through this story. The tale begins in the ancient city of Shravasti, where the Buddha often delivered teachings to guide people on the path to liberation. On a beautiful day, a wealthy merchant came to seek the Buddha. Though he possessed vast riches, his face clearly reflected deep pain and exhaustion. The wealthy merchant approached the Buddha, bowing with difficulty, hands pressed together in respect. "Blessed One, please forgive me for not being able to fully prostrate. My body is too heavy. Every movement brings pain. I suffer from obesity and constantly feel tired and drowsy." The Buddha looked at the merchant with compassionate eyes. He gently observed the lavish garments and glittering jewelry adorning the man's body. Then, in a calm voice, the Buddha asked, "Would you like to know the cause of this suffering?" The merchant nodded eagerly. The Buddha softly revealed 5 causes. First, you have been indulging in extravagant feasts. Second, you have grown overly fond of sleep and rest. Third, you chase after pleasures without end. Fourth, you live without mindfulness. And finally, you lack a purpose that serves life beyond yourself. The Buddha continued, "Practice moderation in eating and seek meaningful work that benefits others. If you do this, not only will you extend your lifespan, but you will also discover the true purpose of life." Time passed. The merchant earnestly followed the Buddha's teachings. One day he returned. This time, there were no luxurious carriages, no ornate clothing. His body was lighter, and his face radiated vitality. "Blessed One," he said, "you have healed my illness. Now, I come to seek the enlightenment of the mind." The Buddha smiled compassionately. "The ordinary nourish only the body, but the wise nourish the soul. Those who chase after sensual desires destroy themselves. Those who walk the path of Dharma are freed from evil and live a longer, more meaningful life." It may sound like an ancient tale, but it paints a remarkably accurate picture of many modern-day managers and leaders. They relentlessly pursue financial goals, yet neglect their physical and mental well-being. Quick meals, sleepless nights, and constant work pressure have become an inescapable trap. In the US, studies show that over 74% of executives suffer from stress-related health issues, and if nothing changes, this number will only rise. The story of the Buddha and the indulgent wealthy man offers a profound illustration of imbalance and how to overcome it. It's not merely a lesson in health or morality, but a deeper exploration into a truth that transcends routine lifestyles and the constraints of the mind. The real issue wasn't the man's physical illness, it was the illness of the mind, inertia, laziness, and enslavement to desires. He wasn't obese because he ate well or slept much, but because he lacked self-awareness. He ate without truly tasting. He slept without real rest. He lived without being awake. Let me now share some deeper lessons drawn from this story, and I invite you to reflect and share your own perspectives. Let's explore together. Wealth does not equal happiness. The merchant in the story possessed immense wealth, yet suffered from illness and fatigue. The Buddha pointed out that material riches do not guarantee happiness, especially if one doesn't live in moderation or pursue a higher purpose. In modern society, money can certainly enhance life by offering better healthcare, education, and financial security. However, when misused or consumed by a hedonistic lifestyle, it often becomes the root of anxiety, illness, and inner unrest. A Harvard study revealed that social relationships and mental well-being are more crucial to long-term happiness than wealth. Even billionaires like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, despite their vast fortunes, frequently face intense pressure and grueling work schedules that can take a toll on their health and family life. Material wealth does not ensure spiritual richness. In fact, it can sometimes lead to the opposite. An overindulgent lifestyle leads to physical and mental decline. The Buddha pointed out that the merchant's suffering stemmed from indulging himself with food, sleep, and a life of luxury. This overindulgence weakened his body and dulled his spirit. Enjoying life isn't inherently wrong. In fact, studies suggest that people who mindfully enjoy life often live longer and experience greater happiness. The issue lies not in having pleasures, but in losing control and becoming enslaved by desires. Those who follow balanced diets, such as the Japanese with their macrobiotic eating habits, tend to have longer lifespans than those who overeat and develop chronic conditions like obesity or diabetes. Many people chase after material enjoyment without limits, but by the time they reach middle age, they often find themselves in crisis, both physically and mentally, due to years of neglect and excess. A life without purpose leaves people feeling empty. The Buddha revealed that the wealthy merchant was living without meaning, chasing after pleasures with no intention to serve a greater purpose. This, in turn, led to his growing exhaustion and decline. Some people may not pursue lofty goals, yet still find joy in life's small moments. However, in the long run, lacking a clear direction often results in feelings of emptiness and confusion. Viktor Frankl, psychologist and author of Man's Search for Meaning, noted that those who survived Nazi concentration camps were often the ones with a strong sense of purpose, while those without it tended to give up. In today's society, even many highly accomplished individuals suffer from depression because they struggle to find meaning beyond their careers and material success. And truly, nothing is more precious than having a selfless heart devoted to serving others. Living selflessly and serving others brings greater happiness. The Buddha advised the wealthy merchant to engage in work that benefits others as a way to prolong life and discover deeper meaning. Of course, it can be argued that helping others doesn't always lead to happiness. Without balance, some people may be taken advantage of or become emotionally and physically drained by focusing too much on giving while neglecting their own needs. A Harvard University study found that people who regularly engage in acts of kindness and service report higher levels of happiness. However, there are also cases, such as social workers or healthcare professionals, who suffer from burnout due to overexerting themselves without practicing proper self-care. Personal transformation is the path to liberation. After following the Buddha's guidance, the merchant returned with a renewed appearance and spirit. He had not only transformed physically, but was now seeking spiritual enlightenment. Transformation, however, is not easy for everyone. Many people are aware of their harmful habits but struggle to break free due to environmental, psychological, or societal pressures. True change requires strong determination and a supportive system. Those who successfully overcome addiction often rely on professional help, family support, and a healthy environment. Many entrepreneurs and public figures only recognize the true value of life after facing personal crises. They then redirect their energy toward more meaningful pursuits, like Bill Gates, who stepped away from Microsoft leadership to dedicate himself to philanthropy. Living for others makes you happier. A simple guide to practice. In Buddhism, to live in service means helping others without expecting anything in return. The Buddha taught that when we live selflessly, our minds become lighter, our worries diminish, and we experience greater happiness. Studies from Harvard University also support this. People who regularly help others report higher levels of happiness. However, to serve others sustainably, you must learn to balance your efforts, avoiding burnout or being taken advantage of. Below are some simple ways to apply this mindset in your family and at work. Simple acts of service you can do every day. 1. Within your family. Listen with genuine care. Take time to truly listen to your spouse, children, or parents without interrupting or judging. This makes them feel loved and valued. Help without being asked. See dishes in the sink, wash them. Notice a loved one feeling tired. Offer help before they even ask. Express gratitude. A simple, "Thank you for the lovely dinner," or "I really appreciate what you did," can spark unexpected joy. Teach kindness to your children. Encourage them to share, help their friends, and practice small acts of goodness every day. 2. At the workplace. Support your colleagues. If someone is overwhelmed with tasks, ask how you can help. Spread positive energy. A sincere compliment or a warm smile can brighten someone's workday. Share your knowledge, mentor new employees, help them grow, and do it without expecting recognition. 3. In the community. Volunteer. Spend time supporting charitable organizations or simply lend a hand to your neighbors. Give without expecting anything in return. Donate food to those in need, give away old clothes, or help someone anonymously. Be kind to strangers, hold the door for someone, offer your seat to the elderly, or simply say good morning to people around you. Important, don't forget to care for yourself. Serving others doesn't mean neglecting yourself. Take time to rest, meditate, or exercise to keep your mind and body healthy. You can only truly help others when you feel whole yourself. Living with compassion doesn't require grand gestures. Just one small act of kindness each day can bring you deeper peace and happiness. Start today. One good deed a day. How to take care of yourself with the 5-finger practice. Pinky finger. Plan a healthy diet. You don't need to deprive yourself. Just eat mindfully and in moderation. Listen to your body. Index finger. Build a reasonable daily routine. Get enough sleep, but don't be lazy. Dedicate at least 30 minutes each day to physical exercise. Blue circle middle finger. Get involved in community activities. Whether it's free tutoring, volunteering, or simply helping your neighbors, it all matters. Thumb. Set aside time for meditation. Just 10 minutes each morning to observe your breath and calm your mind can make a difference. Ring finger. Set clear goals for personal growth, not only financial, but also intellectual and spiritual development. Now, let me ask you this. In a fast-paced world driven by pressure and productivity, is it really possible to live in moderation, as the Buddha taught? If moderation in eating and working is so beneficial, why do so many people understand it but still fail to practice it? Take a sip of tea and share your perspective. Let's continue exploring this ocean of inner wisdom together. Don't forget to follow the channel for more.